Doing an oil change today on the 4610. Let me tell you a little bit about this tractor. We bought this tractor brand new in 1989. This tractor right here has worked every single day of its life ever since then. It has not been super well taken care of. It has never been repainted. It has always lived in the shed when it wasn't working. This little tractor right here has been the greatest tractor ever. Sure, it has its issues once in a while, but the mechanics on this tractor are great. The steering arm broke off one time. We called the dealer, and they come picked it up and put it back on for us. Other than that, we have no idea how many hours are on it. The gauge broke so many years ago, nobody bothered to replace it. This big steering arm right here broke off right here one time. Other than that, this tractor has never been back to the dealer. It's never had to get worked on. It's had a few little minor issues. The lights don't work on it. We had to do some welding on it, a few times. But that's expected when you lift stuff that pulls the rear end off the ground and you drive along on the front axle, carrying concrete cow troughs and cattle guards and things that should never be picked up by some 50 horsepower tractor. It's got a power steering leak that's pretty constant. It's been the greatest tractor. I don't even know. I can't even tell you all the greatness of this tractor. I mean, it's ripped trees out. It's ripped the bucket apart a few times. That's the second or third bucket. It's actually the original muffler, what's left of it. And this came from Wayland Ford tractor, Warrenton, Virginia. That tractor business went out. That business went out of business right after they sold this tractor. This thing has done everything from woodwork, shoveling shit, plowing snow. It's done everything there is to do on a 150 cow dairy farm. And it's just been a great tractor. The New Holland forgot how to Ford New Holland forgot how to make tractors after 1990. They thought you had to have fancy stuff, and forgot about the fact that you should build a tractor that should never have to be repaired. Because that's this tractor. If we hadn't overworked it and beat on it, we've never repaired anything from the front to the back. It's, that's its second seat. I only put that on there last year because I got tired of riding on the hard pan. The parking brake cable, that got replaced a few times. The shut-off cable has been replaced a few times. The instrument cluster has, if you can see it, That's been replaced at least once. Like I said, it doesn't work anymore. The tachometer cable don't work anymore. This thing's hauled its share of silage, 12-ton silage wagons. We've not been nice to this tractor. We really haven't. And it still keeps on getting it. As you can see, the bucket's rusted out, welded back together. Cylinders, hydraulic cylinders are leaking now. Pins are held in with rake teeth. Had to re-weld all this back together because, you know, it all cracked out. Don't let anybody ever tell you 4610 Ford is anything other than a great tractor. A little bit difficult to get to the air cleaner because you got to pull the loader down to get to the air cleaner. You know, it's like that with some of them. I had a jump start it the other day. Hood's all jacked up. All right, I'm gonna get back to changing oil. Y'all make sure you subscribe. Catch y'all later. Well, while we were at it today, we changed the oil on my 1948 Farmall Super A. Bought this little tractor. This was the first tractor I ever bought myself. We put some new tires and rims on the back, new tube in the front, and had to fix the governor because it was stuck running wide open. Other than that, I added a swing and draw bar. Hadn't really done much to it other than that. Other than use it. Been using that thing for, I must say, at least 15 years. I don't remember the date I bought it, but it might be 20 years. It's probably closer to 20 years I've had that one. It's a good little tractor. It runs on a 12-volt battery. Starts up every time. And needs some work, needs some stuff, but fires up and does what it needs to do with it. I also did oil on the Workmaster 55 and the 48, the TC48DA. Did oil on that one. Dad bought this little tractor to replace our Ford 2000 industrial, and we used to scrape manure in the shed with it for many years, till we quit milking cows. And so it pretty much stays hooked to the bush hog most of the time. 55, we already talked about that one. It's our wood splitter and mowing tractor, and whatever else we come up with. did the 4610. Was going to do the 1206. Don't have no filters. Don't have no filters for it. Had to get some oil filters. Used them all up last year. Same thing with 14. 4020 back here. Needs its oil changed. Pretty much everything else in here needs its oil changed. And cranked that H over. It hadn't been running in years. All this black gas come out of it. We're gonna keep working on that. It hasn't run because the top of the radiator leaks. And we got to do oil changes on the rest of them here. And the X-Mark. The Super C is actually a 230. This is the one Chris brought back here the other day when he took the C to his house. It's got a radiator leak, but it runs. Needs a new radiator. As you can see, it's got the big wide front end. This is actually a cushioning rider. This is a Farmall 200 cushioning rider. They were sold with bean harvesters attached to them. It's pretty much in the condition it was when we bought it, the way it is. Had the mower and stuff on it.